So either find a position in sitting or lying and let yourself be as supported and comfortable as possible, using pillows, maybe something rolled up under your knees if you're lying, support for your head. And as you sit or lie there, just invite the possibility of becoming 5 to 10% more comfortable. Is there any way you can be just a little more comfortable? And then just welcome your attention into your mouth, the floor of your mouth, the roof of your mouth. Feel the insides of your cheeks on the left and right. Feel your tongue resting in your mouth. And sense the entire mouth as one full sensation. And then become aware of your ears and your ear canals swirling into your head. And then feel your way to your nose and your nostrils. Maybe even feeling which nostril breathes a little more easily. And sense up into the sinuses of the nostrils that connect to the canals in the ears. And then feel your way into your eyelids and your eyeballs as they're cradled by your sockets, the left eye and the right eye. And from the back of each eye socket, sink your attention into the center of your head, into the back of your skull on the inside. And sense the radiant sensation on the inside of your head, the back of your skull. And feel your way to the crown of your head at the very top, on the inside. And allow the entire head to coalesce into a radiant orb of sensation. Your eyes, your nose, your ears, your skull, your mouth, radiating in all directions, all at once. And then slide your attention down through your neck and land for a moment in your left shoulder, sensing the center of the shoulder, the front of the shoulder, the back of the shoulder and the shoulder blades. Feeling your way to the left armpit, sliding down the arm towards the elbow, sensing the forearm, your wrist, the back of your hand, the palm of your hand, each of your fingers. Sensing the tips of the fingers, how they meet the environment, the air or the fabric they're touching or the ground. Just feeling the threshold between the skin of each finger and what is outside in the space around each finger. And then swim your way back up your left hand and wrist, your forearm, your elbow, your upper arm and your shoulder, your upper back, across your neck and into your right shoulder, in the back and in the front. feeling the armpits, traveling your attention down to feel the upper arm, the right elbow, the forearm, the wrist, the back of the hand and the front of the hand. Each of the 5 fingers on the right hand. Feeling the space between the fingers. Any of the sensations that the fingers are touching. And how the tips of the fingers meet the outside world. And then just travel your attention back up your right arm through your wrist, your forearm, your right elbow, your upper arm, and the whole of your shoulder. And then just linger for a moment at the base of your throat, dropping down from the throat to the center of the upper torso and the chest. And bring your attention into the whole torso, the front of the chest wall, the back between the shoulder blades. Sensing inside where there's ribs, the movements of the lungs as you breathe, and the beating of your heart if you can feel it. And just keep allowing your attention to go down through your torso, floating to the center of your belly, and then spilling down into the pelvic bowl, feeling your buttocks, the right and left sides of your pelvic floor, your left and right hips. And let yourself feel the entire torso, the hips, the pelvic floor, the belly, the lungs, the heart, the ribs. One radiant sense of sensation. Extending in all directions. And then sink a little deeper into another dimension of the breath. No need to control or guide it in any way. Can you just sense the breath in all its sensation? The inhalation, the exhalation. And noticing the transition points. That moment at the top of the inhalation before you exhale, and the moment at the bottom of the exhalation before you inhale. And without holding or controlling anything, just notice if you can explore lightly the possibility of just lingering in the pauses between each breath. It might be very short. You might find a longer pause, but not a holding pause, not an effortful, just allowing the noticing as the breath slows. And just notice the possibility of stillness, each of those pauses. A little break from our busy lives. And then dropping your attention down into the hips, going to the left hip, taking your attention down to the left thigh, the knee, the calf, sensing the left ankle, the top of the foot, the sole of the foot, each of the 5 toes. The spaces between the toes and the tips of the toes. And bring your attention back slowly up through the foot, the leg, the knee, the thigh, the hip and the pelvis, across the pelvis to the right hip, to the right thigh, the right knee, the calf, the ankle, the top of the foot, the sole of the foot, each of the toes on the right foot, the spaces between the toes and the tips of the toes. And just follow your attention back up your right leg, into the center of your being. And see if you can feel the whole of the right leg and the whole of the left arm. And then let yourself feel the whole of the right arm and the whole of the left leg. And then come back to the whole of the torso, the chest, the back, the ribs, the belly. And then welcome your attention into another realm of the heart, another dimension of your experience. Just feeling your way into the emotional potential of the heart, the different tones of radiance that the heart is capable of, the joy, the love, the anger, the irritation, the fear, contentment, kindness, sorrow. Sense the heart in all its potential, the great symphony of experience. And then soften your way to another dimension of your experience, to your thinking mind, with all its potential, the stories, the beliefs, the ideas, remembering, forgetting, the knowing and the not knowing. Welcome all of it just as it is, with deep appreciation for the roles that it plays. And then coming back to your heart, softening into the joy and the potential for enjoyment in this heart center. And imagine a little smile from your heart. And imagine that smile begins to radiate as if there's a little smile in every cell of your being. Maybe there's a little smile behind your knees, in your shoulders, in your hands and your feet, behind your ears, between your fingers and toes, allowing that gentle smile to permeate every cell of your being. And again, feel the whole of yourself radiating in all directions, your trunk, your head, your arms and hands, your legs and feet. And then soften back even further into the simplest part of you, into the simple act of being, this vast field of awareness, just being, in which the radiance is felt and the breath can be explored, feelings and thoughts can be welcomed, the simple enjoyment of life. And living can be felt within the field of this awareness, all within being, all within you.